Hey guys, what's going on there? This is Marvin Burwell, and this is a Photoshop tutorial, and this is the first video of many, and we're starting off by showing you guys how to open a document in Photoshop. Now, the version of Photoshop I am using right now is called Creative Cloud, okay? Photoshop Creative Cloud, and when you open this program for the first time, you're going to be placed on this screen here. Notice there is nothing really on the screen. It only gives you the option to create a new document right here in the middle and over here on the left. And if you have a document you want to open, like a photo or perhaps a picture or something that actually is compatible with Photoshop, you would use this open command. Once you open a document and you work on it and you save it, later on it will pop up in this space and there will be the recent documents or photos you have opened, and the only place you'll be able to create new will now be only on the left because now you have files that have been opened before. Okay, let's put that to the test. Let's open. Let's hit that again. There we go. Let's open one of my photos that I took in the Poconos in Pennsylvania. All right, so here we are. I've just opened a photo that I have taken before. And now that I've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up here to the left side where it says Sunrise Colors. That's the name of the file. And I'm going to hit this X button to close it back down because I just wanted to show you guys how to open it. Now you see that same screen we were at before. Here's the document I just opened. It says how long ago I opened it, the name of the actual document. And if I click on it again, it opens the document again. So I'm going to go up here to the left where this little small X is here. And I'm going to click that again to close it down. See, the document is there. And now the Create New button is right here. So let's click the Create New button. All right. Now, you see these squares down here in the middle. These squares show that I have opened documents before that have different dimensions and resolutions to them. Now, over here on this right side, where I'm going to, if you guys want to, you should type in the name of your document. I'm going to type test here. In this little space over here is where you set the dimensions and the resolution of a document that you're about to create. Now, I've set resolutions for documents many times, which is why these squares here in the middle are here. So to explain these squares, let's talk about this area here where I typed in test. Okay. Now, what do we have here right below where I typed in test? This is where you would type in the size of the document you're going to create. Now, I want you guys to jump right in. So what I'm going to do is explain to you the simplest things you're probably going to be using. So right here in this drop down menu is what measurements you want to use for your document. Obviously, the easiest one, especially over here in America, would be inches. Okay, so if someone tells you to create a document that's 34 centimeters long by 52 centimeters wide, then you would obviously choose centimeters. But we're going to do inches. Now, right here is where you would type in the dimensions that I mentioned. So let's use a common dimension like a size of a loose leaf piece of paper or a regular sheet of printing paper that's white, okay? Which is normally, it says width, which is how wide the paper is, which is 8.5, which is 8.5, and the height is 11. This is the most common one. And the orientation is it portrait or is it landscape? Is it long or is it wide? So obviously these dimensions I just shot. The width is the smaller size, so the orientation is long. If I were to click the wide, you'll notice the numbers will flip. See that? Now the 11 is on top and the height of 8.5 is on the bottom because now it's a wider photograph or wider document instead of a longer document. Okay, so using these two just help flip the numbers. You can see the numbers are flipping. Okay, so I'm going to keep it at portrait because we want it to be a long document. Let's come down to resolution. Explaining resolution is a little more difficult, but basically when the printer prints, how many dots of color are going to be in every inch of the paper. Okay, so in an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, if I were to go to the top corner of the paper and cut out a 1 square inch out of that piece of paper, how many color dots will be in that inch? The more dots, the higher the resolution, which means the picture will be clearer looking when we make the picture bigger. Okay, if we print small or large, the more dots in each inch will make a cleaner, sharper looking photo, at least as sharp as the photo has been taken. Okay, now there's two common numbers we use. If it's going on anything digital, a computer screen or a laptop screen or a cell phone screen, then the resolution is good if you leave it at 72. But if you're going to print, we want at least 300 dots per inch, okay? And this is just enough info to get you guys started. All right, let's move down here to the color mode. This is important too. Now it's set to grayscale. This means that everything you do in the document will be black and white and shades of gray, but we don't want that. If, just like I said earlier, 72 is the resolution if you're working on something digital, but the color will also be red, green, blue, which is RGB, okay? Use RGB when the document is going to be on a digital screen, a cell phone, laptop, computer, or maybe a billboard, 72 dots per inch, and RGB color is great, okay? If you are printing, then you should use the CMYK, which is secondary color system, which is cyan, magenta, yellow, and the K, which is actually the letter for black, okay? There's a whole story behind that, but just know that CMYK is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Okay, so you'll want to set this to RGB because we're working on the computer right now. But like I said, if you're printing, use CMYK. Over here is how many bits of color. If you want a simple explanation for this, kind of like if we give you the color red, how many variations of that specific shade of red can we use, which gives the color more depth. As you know, colors can be more vibrant and things like that. So it's just more information in the color channel to make the picture look more vibrant and have a much more cooler look. But it will eat up your computer memory and possibly slow you down if these numbers get really high and you don't have a strong computer. So keep it at 8-bit, which is pretty good, pretty normal. And then when you've finished filling out this card here, you're going to hit create. And when you hit create, it will now become one of your boxes here in case you want to open up a document this size with this resolution, with this color space ever again. So we're going to hit create. And here we go. Here's our document. It's 8.5 wide and it's 11 inches long. And they have these rulers on the edge to kind of let you know that. All right, guys. So that is how you open a document in Photoshop. And like it says at the bottom, make sure again you subscribe to the channel and click the like button to support this video so that a lot more people will see it. I thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video where we will go over the workspace. All right.